Yo, what's up, chat? It is your favorite black chef. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Father's Day. And I'm actually excited because this time I'm cooking something that I actually like to eat as well. So I'm going to definitely get in on the fun. If you ain't peeped the title, today we are making skillet nachos and we're making grilled cheese hot dogs. Something I've never tried before, but I'm definitely excited to venture off to. I already showing y'all the ingredients you need. And yeah, we're going to dive right into this thing, man, because I haven't ate since this morning. I'm pretty hungry. But this is also a surprise and on its own, similar to the not the Mother's Day, but the what I did for my mother and my grandmother. This is going to be a surprise on its own. My grandfather know I'm doing this stuff, but my dad don't know, and my uncle don't know. So I'm cooking for myself, my grandfather, my uncle, and my father. But as I mentioned before, it's Juneteenth, Fathers Day. They both around the same time period. So I'm just combining it into one big video. If you celebrate Father's Day, if you celebrate Juneteenth, regardless, it's cookout season. I already dropped the July 4th video a few years back. That's a cookout in on its own, but this is something to do for the Juneteenth Father's Day type celebration. Let's get the vibes going. So my proper way of suggesting on how to do it is you want to make your nacho mix first, so that's your ground beef. You want to make the queso second, and then you want to make your hot dogs last. That's how I'm going to do it today, but to each his own. So let's get into it. I'm going to put my skillet, I'm going to put that on medium high. Once you get that going, definitely add some cooking oil. Because like I said, this is going to be for the ground beef. Cool. I'm going to get the ground beef open real quick. Now, I bought two just in case, right? I bought two just in case. Because I'm not really sure how many nachos I'm going to make. But, you know, I wanted to be on the safe side, of course. A little bit of a jump cut here, but you see how we coming. Some of the beef is starting to get brown, of course. That brown color we need. But while I do this, while I use this big spoon and this fork to kind of like chop up my meat. I might make a chopped cheese one of these days. Like a New York style chopped cheese. Matter of fact, comment down below if I should do that. I might make it a TikTok though, not like a whole YouTube video. But that's one of my favorite things to eat. I just came from New York, as y'all probably seen in my vlog, my recent vlog up in New York. But while I ground this beef up and things of that nature, what's your Juneteenth plans, man? Drop it below in the comments. You here for a reason. We might as well start to build a community. What do you got planned for Juneteenth, and how are you celebrating your father on Father's Day? And comment yes below. Do you plan on cooking for your father? Or ladies, if you're trying to cook something for your husband? Or if you don't want a Juneteenth cookout, do you plan on cooking? What are you cooking? You making something else? Are you going to make some skillet nachos like I am? Are you going to make some grilled cheese hot dogs? Comment down below what other recipes you want me to try for what occasion. So far, I've done the Super Bowl. I've done 4th of July cookout. Right now, I'm doing Juneteenth and Father's Day combined. I'm going to do a Mother's Day one next year. I never did like a Valentine's Day one, but I mean, I did something close. I had cooked for my mom and my grandmother. That was the last time I did one of these. You know, they both Aquarius, so, you know, that's right around Valentine's Day. And they enjoyed that meal. I actually had fun making that. And fun fact, I actually didn't eat. Because the funny thing about me, right, is I'm not really much of, y'all know I'm a picky eater by this point if y'all been following me for a while. But like what I made bang bang shrimp. I would probably try bang bang shrimp, but knowing the ingredients I put in it and knowing how hot I made it, And I made it hot because my mom liked eating her food hot. That's my mom's favorite meal, was the bang bang shrimp. My grandmother is in the collard greens. I've never been into greens growing up, but my mom said I did a really good job on it. And I make it differently than how my grandmother and like my great aunts from down south make it. So would I try my own recipe of collard greens? Probably not. But I guess if I was to ever try it, since my mom and my grandmother was impressed with how I made it, I might as well try my recipe. But I guess that's just something that, like, you know, if it ever comes across that way, I'll do it like that. But I don't yap y'all heads off for like a couple minutes now. While doing that, I'm finally getting my ground beef to be grounded. Cool. I'm getting it to how I need it to be. I'm just basically trying to get some of this pink out. Any remaining pink, because, you know, I don't play that. I ain't going to say Jay with the drip got you sick. We ain't doing that. So I'm just let it simmer a little bit more. Continue to mix it in. This might be enough ground beef. Look. Whole thing of ground beef. But I wasn't sure though. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be enough. This might be enough. Probably just enough though. I don't know. I'm not sure to say more than enough. Probably just enough. Just gotta, you know, chop it up a little more, but this is cool. All right, now check me out. We're gonna make these skillet nachos super cheesy, man. Super cheesy. So what I'm gonna do is take my cheese out the bag and we're gonna just sprinkle it all across. Right? I'm gonna take care of this real quick. We want to give it a nice coat. A nice coat of cheese. Hopefully this camera is picking up on what I'm showing, but we want to give it a nice little coat of cheese. Low key, I got a lot of oil in this skillet. And man, this ain't even a half of it yet, man. I'm already enjoying what I'm seeing right in front of me. Take something, place it over. I'm gonna let it sit on low. I'm gonna kind of raise it up just a little bit. Let that cheese melt. As you can see, it's already starting. So now part two. The queso mix. You feel me? So I'm probably ain't gonna be in the camera for this one, but I'm gonna tell you what we finna do. So let's get this joint on, put on, it's turned on. I'm gonna grab my butter. And you already know where it's going. Straight in the pan, straight in that pan. And that pot. Excuse me, y'all. It's been a long day. So I'm gonna do a little bit over half a stick. But I don't think I need a full stick. Let's get that in there. So we're gonna let that butter melt, but next thing we're gonna do is whisk in a little bit of flour. So for me, I'm gonna do like 2 tablespoons of the flour. I'll add my flour and just slowly start to whisk it in. One thing about me, and I'm gonna just keep it transparent too, right? I was about to just use the your casual nacho cheese sauce. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, man, and just call it a day. But I'm known for when I cook, I make my sauces natural. For those of y'all who remember when I did the video, when I did the what was the video? The 4th of July cookout one, right? When I did that, I had made the pigs in the blanket, and I made the cheese sauce for the pigs in the blanket, and I made it from scratch. So it's just kind of been on brand for me. I haven't made this meal yet, but spoiler alert: when I do the Mother's Day one for next year, I'm gonna make chicken Alfredo, but I'm gonna make it a certain way though. But when I do it right, I also make the Alfredo sauce from scratch. Me just thinking I'm about to be lazy and just use regular queso, which I mean I still got some on me. It's just, you know, should I need some extra? Cause I'm using what I got right here. I'm using ingredients I got in front of me. But saying nah, man, that's off brand for me, man. I'm gonna show you if I'm gonna show you how to cook. We're gonna do it as scratch as possible. Like the only thing I'm not doing today is making the my tortilla chips from scratch. I can't tell, but the texture is starting to thicken a little bit. Let's see without messing this gimbal up that I'm using. All right, I'm gonna add my Velveeta in. I'm gonna let it melt, but after it starts melting, I'm gonna gradually cut the heat lower. So we're gonna get this Velveeta up and running. This might be too much cheese. Yeah, it might be too much cheese, but yeah. The Velveeta cheese is starting to melt. I, you know, grab my phone to show y'all again, but y'all just gonna have to use y'all imagination of cheese melting, cause I'm trying to, like, you know, use both hands for this. But as you see, I got my spoon in the front. Now that I got my cheese melting, I'm gonna gradually add some milk. And I'm gonna add in a little bit of onion powder for taste. One to 2 teaspoons. Same with my garlic herb. And obviously, salt and pepper. Now, y'all probably like, where's the peppers at? Where's all the, you know, hot stuff that typically goes in the queso? Well, this is my channel. This is my queso. And if y'all know me, you also know I don't like nothing hot. So, I mean, I eat regular queso, though, from other places. Don't get me wrong. Qdoba, you know, Chipotle, places like that. So without a doubt, I definitely get their queso. My favorite queso is from Moe's Southwest Grill. I wish they had more, like, you know, places, but like, you know, that's just how it is. This is my opportunity to make my own queso, so that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add some more blended cheese in here. In the meantime, if we go look back over here, I got my taco blend. See, the cheese had melted really good. I'm just gonna blend the seasoning in with the cheese. Cause what I could have done, right? I could have just did the a layer of cheese on top. But then where's the fun in that? If we making nachos and ground beef, I'm adding my second layer of taco seasoning. If we add in nachos and ground beef, man, we want to get that cheese mixed in everywhere, man. So now I'm finishing things off with, you know, the taco seasoning. But now I got cheese everywhere. I got cheese mixed in all over my ground beef. So no matter how you look at it, that mug gonna have some good seasoning, some fresh seasoning on it. and obviously cheese basted in. So we're gonna make this a delightful skillet, nachos with a really good blend of cheese and, taco meat, things of that nature. Let's cross back in over here. My sauce is starting to come out real nice. Oh, hold on. Real nice. Let's go. So now it's starting to get real thick. And this is what it's looking like. All right, my gimbal died on me, but you see that I added one more cheesy layer on top of the cheese that's already mixed in. Probably could have added a little bit more, but it's all good. And then my sauce is done. Definitely a lot of sauce, but we're gonna make it work for real. So look, I got like a Doritos and tortilla chip kind of mixed kind of thing going on. I'm gonna take my spatula I'm gonna go on my mix. I'm gonna place it on top. So way where I can get a better angle. It's probably not gonna be great, but I guess I'll just show y'all the result. Chives in, but just for the little, shebang, little special effect. And I know the bacon bits are supposed to be for the hot dogs, but I'll just sprinkle a little bit in there too. All right, chat. So my grandparents just came back from their church trip a little early, so we're gonna speed run the hot dog process real quick. So just start with putting some butter in your pan. And try to get the butter going around.
You ain't turned the fan on?
No, I don't need it. Hold on, I'm gonna greet them in a second. I'm gonna formally greet them. Alright, y'all, I told y'all I don't got no tripod, but the hot dog process is super easy. No added sauces or anything like that. But check it out, right? I'm gonna just show y'all one. I'm not gonna do all 2, 4, 6. I'm not gonna do all 6 of them. No, 8, because I'm eating 2. I'm not doing all 8 of them. I'm gonna just show y'all with one, right? So boom. Got the garlic spread. Take that, take a knife. And simply spread it across. And what I'm about to do next, I'm about to go to the pan. I'm planning it face down. Get this butter around some more. Cool. Face down. Rinse and repeat. All right, check it out. This is just 2 of them right here. But I'm gonna take them out and then I'm gonna place them on the plate. but you're going to see the results in a second. All right, so boom. This is our garlic bread, hot dogs. So we're going to add the remaining bit of cheese into the hot dog buns, and I'm going to add the bacon bits in there. I'm working off of one hand, so I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. So boom. Got my shredded cheese in here and my bacon bits. I'm closing it. So why am I closing it? So as you might know, I got it really hot right now, right? The buns I'm talking about, I want that cheese to melt as much as possible before we put the hot dogs in. So speaking of hot dogs, let's go to that. All right, right here with it. Right here with it, right? I'm gonna score the hot dog on both sides. I'm kind of scoring a little too deep though. Or one side if you cut it too deep. I'm gonna do like little nudges to the back side. Rinse and repeat. All right, now here we go with the dogs. Got my grill nice and clean. And we're gonna get the grilling. All right. See, these things cook fast, man, so. They just about ready. But basically after that, we're gonna take them out and put them in a hot dog, and then you just add whatever topping you want. So the next time y'all see this, it'll be in the hot dog, and you'll see it in this final form. All right, I got 2 stops to make, but look at what's been prepared.
Ooh, goodness gracious.
That's grilled cheese hot dog and a skillet nachos under.